All right, welcome back. So in this video, we're going to build out the Premium Plus page. So I'm going to zoom in on this on the iPhone 11 project finished file. Okay, so let me just zoom in real quick here. So we're going to be building out the nav bar, the page name, and then the plans. So we have a lifetime plan for $999.99, an annual plan, and a monthly plan. Okay. And a call to action after each plan is described. So you get access to all courses, lifetime access, 130 plus courses, and then you can select a plan. Same with here. You can select a plan and then select a plan. And then at the bottom, we're just going to build out the footer. Okay. So let's go to our starter file and let's zoom in on the Premium Plus page. And what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to the courses page, the artboard, I should say. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to zoom in here and I'm going to grab the nav bar. I'm going to right click and copy. I'm going to select Premium Plus and paste. Okay, so now we have our nav bar set up. Then I'm going to go back to the courses page and get the page name. I'm going to copy that. Go over to Premium Plus and paste that in. Then we're going to change the text to Premium Plus. Okay. It's already centered. Beautiful. Okay. So now we have kind of the first few ingredients here to get the Premium Plus page up and rolling. Now, the next thing I need to do is I need to go to this page here, back to the finished product here. And we need to get the plans text. So I'm going to right click on that and copy. We're going to paste that in here. Okay. So we want it to be centered and we want it to be right there. I've already positioned it to where we want it to be. I'm going to minimize that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to build this. We're not going to copy and paste any of this. We're going to build it all. So we want to give it a width of 350 pixels and a height of 85 pixels. All right. So let's do that. So I'm going to open up the starter project again. And what I want to do is let's situate our text here. So we have our groups, I should say. So we have nav bar on top, then we have page name, and then we have the plans underneath. So we're going to create a folder or a group and call it plans once we're done. So what I want to do is grab the rectangle tool and we're going to draw out a rectangle with a width of 350 pixels and a height of 38 pixels. So we're going to type that in this time. So I'll do 350 for the width and the height is going to be 85 pixels. Okay. I'll hit enter. And then what I'm going to do is turn the border off and add to the fill and we're going to give it that navy blue color. Okay. And then I'm going to grab the selection tool and I'm going to give it a 41 pixel margin from the bottom of the plans text and the top of the rectangle itself, right? Okay, so we're going to leave it right there. Then what we're going to do is we're going to create the box for the content. Okay. And what I mean by the box is I mean the rectangle that was used to put the content inside. Okay. So this is going to be 349 pixels wide by 348 pixels in height. Okay. So I will minimize that. And what we'll do is we'll just build right off the top of here. So we're going to call this lifetime plan background. We'll do BG to BG. Okay. And before we create that other box, I want to add the text lifetime as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this text here. I'm going to right click and copy it. Okay. Then I will minimize this and I'll paste it in here so it's centered right where it needs to be. And if it's not, we'll just move it. So we have 97 pixels on the left, 98 pixels on the right, 25 pixels above, and 24 on the bottom. Okay. So what we could do to straighten that out is make this 86 pixels. Okay, so we got 25 on the top, 25 on the bottom. Okay, now the width is 350. Okay, let's do 351 and see what that does. That should, yep, okay. So now we have 97 on the left, 97 on the right, 25 on the top, 25 on the bottom. So we're right in the middle, okay? So that works. So now what I want to do, and I'm going to save this, is I want to select the rectangle inside of the finish file, and I want to see what the width and the height is that I want it to be, okay? So the width is going to be 349 and the height is going to be 348. So the width, so what we're going to do is we're just going to draw another rectangle and we will adjust it based on the numbers I gave you. Okay. So I'm going to give it the width that it has. So it's 351. So that's what we're going to make the width, and the height is the one that we need to adjust. So the height is going to be 348. So let's give it that. Okay. There you go. Now I'm going to keep the border the same, and I'm going to keep the background color the same as well. I want it to be a white background. Okay. And let me see how this looks. Okay, that looks fine. Beautiful. Now, let me see if I put a... Yep, okay, that's good for the border. Then what we're going to do is we're going to make a line for the content. So the width is going to be 210 pixels. So we're just going to make 3 lines and make them 210 pixels. Okay. So let's make it 210 pixels. We'll leave it right there, and then I'll just adjust the weight here. The width, I mean. Okay. And then we'll copy that, so I'll hold Alt. And I don't know, did I... Okay, let's try that again, because for some reason this looks crooked. Not sure why, and that's fine. So when we draw this, hold Shift. That's why, because I didn't hold Shift. Okay, then we're going to do 210. Okay, and then we're going to move this to the middle of the page so it lines up on both. And then I want to hold Alt, and I'm going to give it kind of a 41 pixel division, okay, right there. And then I'm going to compare and contrast with what I did here. It looks like I gave it a little more room than that, so let's do that. Let's give it 100 pixels in width, and margin, I should say. Let's keep it at 70. All right, we'll keep it at 70. Okay, there you go. So now we've done that. And then the other thing we're going to do is access to all courses, lifetime access, and 100. So let's copy this one first, all access to all courses. Okay, and then we'll paste that in here. So I'll right click and paste. Okay, beautiful. Then the next one, lifetime access, I'll right click and copy. And then I'll paste, right click and copy. Okay, and then the last one, I'm going to right click and copy, then we're going to right click and paste here. Okay. So that's the lifetime plan. Now what I want to do is add the call to action button at the bottom, but first we're going to grab the price, so $999.99. We'll right click and copy that. And then I'm going to paste that in here. Okay. Beautiful. Then what we're going to do is we're going to build this button out here. So the width is going to be the width of the rectangle itself. And then the height is going to be 85 pixels. Okay. so let's minimize that. And essentially what we can do is grab this button here that we used for the header and just copy that. So if you hold Alt and drag down, now we have our button, right? And then what I want to do is go back here and we're going to copy the text. So I'm going to right click and copy. And we're going to paste that in. Okay, there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to save. I'm going to hold Alt. Okay, so we got 25 and 25. I'll move a little bit to the left here. There we go. So that's as close as we can get because we got 80 and 79. So those are one even and one uneven number. So we'll leave it there. I'm going to save that. And then we're going to save all this content as one. Okay, so we'll call this the, hold on. Right click. Let's group this and we'll call this the lifetime plan. Okay. And I'll put that below plans. Okay, now when I zoom out, now all we have to do is copy this 2 more times and we have the other 2 plans. So essentially what you're doing is you're not repeating yourself, you're just duplicating what you've already done, which speeds up your design process, which makes you work more efficiently and you get more done. And that's the idea here. And that's what I'm showing you, some tricks how to kind of work faster, smarter, not harder. Let's put it that way. Okay, so the lifetime plan here, I'm going to right click on this and we're going to copy it. And then I'm going to paste it. It's going to just paste right on top and I'm going to drag it down. And let's put 41 pixels in between and then we'll copy it and paste it again. So let's just paste again. And then I'll do another 41 pixels. Beautiful. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the footer on the courses page. I'm going to copy that and I'm going to paste it here just so that we have that done. Okay. So I'll hit Command S. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here and I'm going to change out the content. So we have lifetime plan. Now we have annual plan, right? So let's look at the copy that I wrote here for it. I'm going to right click on that and copy it. And when I mean copy, I mean text or content, the content that I wrote for it. So I'm just going to double click on that if it lets me. And then right click and paste. Then we have the annual plan there. And we'll rename this one annual plan. Okay. And then I'll just change out the rest of the content here. So access to all courses, annual access instead of lifetime access. Okay, so it's not that much stuff to change out, which is good. And then it's $99 instead of $900. There we go. And then select plan. So now we have the annual plan done. The last one we're going to do is monthly plan. So I'll just double click on that. We'll do monthly. And we'll leave it where it is and we'll do monthly access instead of lifetime access. So monthly access. Okay, and then the price is going to be $9.99 instead of $99.99. Okay, and then select plan. So that's how you build out the Premium Plus page. Now, what I want to do before we go is I'm going to clean up our files over here, and then we're going to do a summary of what we did in this lecture. So first, I want to grab this group here, which is the lifetime plan, which we're going to change to monthly plan. Okay, so we have that one. Then we have the annual plan and the lifetime plan. So we're going to move the annual plan below the lifetime plan, the monthly plan below that, and then we're going to move the footer to the bottom, and we're going to combine the plans together. So I'm going to select plans, lifetime plan, annual plan, and monthly plan, the folders, and we're going to group this together. Okay, so we'll group it, and we'll call this plans. Okay, now let's do a summary of what we learned. Okay, so At the top here, we copied the navigation. So we copied the menu icon, the logo, and the nav bar itself from the courses page. Then we copied the page name template as well from the courses page, changed out the content. Then with the plans, we built the lifetime access option here. We built this entire thing and then copied the text over. And then we copied that and changed out the text here and the same here. So we basically just built it once and then copied it twice to speed up our workflow. All right. So that's how you build the Premium Plus page. So thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.